if you have not seen this before, get ready to seethe because this woman is going to make you rage.
If you are not black, if your skin is not brown, if you are not melanated, then you do not have the right to come under my videos talking back to my people. Your opinions are not wanted, nor are they relevant. So why do you feel like you need to come and keep saying something to my people? You need to ask me my permission before you speak or comment on my videos. You come under my video and say, Lord, may I please have your permission to say something. Then you wait for me to give you my permission before you start tapping, moving your little pasty fingers around on my page. You people have been talking way too much for way too long, and your time is officially up. It is Black Power forever.
The popping of her P's, man. There's a lot of popping. She needs to work.
And the no blinking? She doesn't blink ever.
Psychotic, this woman.
Oh my God.
And she calls herself a messiah. Listen, if you refer to yourself as a messiah, you're not.
She's insane. So there's, and you know, like all of her videos were like that. And so finally enough people reported her, I think, and TikTok reviewed it that they were like, that seems a little over the top.
Like even for TikTok.
Even for TikTok. So there was one black guy who stitched one of her videos. This is another one where she's just insane. And he responds to her. So you'll see her first and then him.
Let me make this real clear for y'all. If you are not black, then your life does not matter to me.
What did run that back.
If you are not black, then your life does not matter to me.
You know, I keep thinking that maybe this is a parody account or she thinks this is funny, but it does not seem as if that's the case. This is completely and utterly, this is probably one of the worst videos I've seen. Now, is she a representation for all black people or even the majority of black people? Absolutely not. Does that mean that this behavior is okay? Absolutely not. Imagine, just for a second, if a white person went out on social media in public and said, if you're not white, your life doesn't matter to me. CNN, NBC, everyone and their mama, people would be trying to destroy this person's life.
True.
Right? So where is that same energy when someone of this skin color does the exact same thing?
That's a great point. I mean, I feel like I could ask that same question. Like, why is this okay now? You know, when did that become an okay thing? And people will call it like reverse racism. It's just racism.
Yeah.
Is what it is. There's no reverse. It is what it is. It's like you just hate people because of the color of their skin or the lack thereof. It's like, you know, melanation or whatever she was saying. I just don't understand where all that is coming from. I think there was there's been such a resurgence of everybody caring about the melanin content in people's skin when Obama became president. Because there was a chip on that guy's shoulder.
Massive chip.
God, he had a chip on his shoulder. I think
and a complete dismissal of the fact that he's only half black.
Right.
So he completely discounts the fact that he was raised by a white mom.
Exactly. Yeah, we've talked about that a lot. Exactly. Like his dad bolted. I mean, screw my white mom, right? And then it's like he does not like white people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just really bizarre to me. But ever since then, there's been this sort of upward tick of, you know, like people like her, where it's okay to get out there and say white people are terrible. White people need to feel guilty about being white. White people have caused all the ills of society. White people bad, you know? And it's like, what are we doing? What is that? I thought we were like, when I grew up in the 80s and 90s, 70s, 80s and 90s, like I thought we started having all that together, you know, everything was going pretty good. And I feel like things were at least going pretty well. I mean, there are always going to be jackhole racists, but for the most part, we were doing fine.
You guys, a reminder that if you have an itchy, scratchy, flaky, bad breath dog, excuse me, and you're worried about finding something to take care of their skin issues that does not have irritants, does not have a bunch of toxic chemicals, this is your answer. It's Coat Defense, their preventative powder, which can also be used as a treatment powder. And they have a line for cats, and they have a line for horses, and they have a line that even includes products for humans. But this stuff, if you've got dogs that have these issues, whether it's itching, whether they're just stinky, maybe they have stinky skin and fur, if they've got yeasty ears and toe beans, if they have allergies, or if they're licking their paws, or if they have hot spots, this is your answer. It is amazing stuff, and it's super, super safe. So you can sprinkle this on your dog. You can just rub it in, and it takes care of so many of these issues without getting expensive medications at your vet's office, or without having to spend money on a vet office visit, which, man, that is getting so freaking expensive. So expensive.
Mhm.
So Coat Defense is your answer. They've got fantastic products that include shampoo, balm for dry noses and toe beans. They've got that powder, obviously. They've got wound care, anything that you need to make sure that your dog's skin is tip-top shape. That is what Coat Defense is for. You can check them out at coatdefense.com. And when you use promo code CHICKS, when you check out, you're going to save 15% on your entire order. Coatdefense.com.
Dogs, because dogs.
Worried about like this next generation, just because of the DEI and this constant
Yes.
focus on race and this insistence to white kids that they are oppressive.
Exactly.
And so what is that going to do to just the whole racial psyche of the country
Yeah.
when they get older? I mean, it's bad. The whole, all of this is not, none of it's good.
Yeah. And you and I have played videos of, college campuses. Well, they will ask white kids, how do you feel about so-and-so? And white kids automatically, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them will automatically have that guilt.
Yeah.
I don't want my kids to feel guilty about the way God made them. I don't want any kid to feel guilty about the way God made them, that you are who you are, and everybody should feel beautiful because of the way God made them. It hasn't,
right.
It's just freaking melanin, you guys. Like, what is that? What are we
Literally,
doing?
they're just tanner. That's it.
Right. It's just so stupid. It's so stupid where we are and how all of this is starting to come to a head again, where I thought we were past that, or we were at least starting to get past it. So yeah, it's really, Obama did start it, and Democrats perpetuate it. And then these race baiters and these people who use it as a way to make money,
right?
They perpetuate it, and it's gross.
It's vile. And it's especially vile when white liberal women fall for it and and perpetuate it. It's just, and go to those dinners to get yelled at by black. It's so bizarre. So one more video from this psychopath, and this is when you really know that she's crazy. And this is another one too, where for a full minute, 60 plus seconds, not a single blink. And here she's not only, because she called, when she had her account, her account was named the Black Messiah. In this, I mean, because you already heard her say, if you want permission to talk on my posts, you need to call me Lord. And now she's calling herself the wife of Jesus.
And follow Jesus all you want to if you're okay with following someone who doesn't like you. I'm simply just telling you the truth of how he feels. You don't have to believe it, but I am speaking on his behalf as his wife. How do you think Jesus feels about people who changed him just so they can love him for someone that he's not? Literally changed his skin color so they can worship him as a white man because they would never worship him as a black man. Make that make sense. And then on top of it all, America is the only place who believes Jesus is the only God. Every other nation, they have their own gods, they serve their own gods, but here in America, you thought it was okay for you to try to steal our God and serve our God when he never asked for you to serve him. He said he would be a God to his people. It says he died for his people, not you.
I love it. People are like, blink, damn it, blink.
I know, right? It's so unnerving that she won't.
Not? Yeah, what is that? What kind of?
I don't know.
What kind of medical condition do you have to have where you don't blink? Is it just pure insanity? What is that?
I mean, that is some serious, crazy town right there.
Nuttery.
It just makes me wonder, since she doesn't have this account anymore, like where she's promoting her garbage. Right. You know what I mean?
I hope she's not in my town.
And I hope that she's suffering from a really terrible rash. Yeah. Just like a really bad
karma.
Vaginal rash.
Because Jesus is like, seriously, lady, can you
don't You're not my wife.
Don't
okay?
bring me into this. All right. I'm not married to you. Just stop.